In the year 3000 BCE, a transformative practice emerged, an art capable of providing its practitioner with an abundance beyond mere survival. This art was a profound force, empowering those who mastered it with an endless supply of wealth, influence, and charisma. It could offer only a small fruit, or the creation of vast empires and deep human connections. This art, hidden in plain sight, when applied skillfully, held the potential to fulfill one's deepest desires and elevate them to heights of power and prosperity. Today, you will unveil the curtains to understand this timeless art. This is the art of sales.
Pay attention because you might really relate to this story. Around 1 year ago, I was still in university and I was bro, my pockets were like literally filled with powder. You know when you dig into your pockets and you find like sandy grains and you don't even know what that substance is? That was what I experienced on the daily basis. Bro, I was so broke that I would spam my DoorDash referral code onto Discord servers so that I could have so I could buy meals. I was broke out of my fucking mind. Okay, that's the point. I was broke and I was being a male slut, but that's kind of relevant. Point is, I was broke out of my mind and I decided to make a change. I decided to change it, and thankfully I started the right business model, which was personal brand. I started the YouTube channel, I started uploading content, and eventually I decided to create my first product. My first product was called the Spartan Body Course, and it was basically a course of bodybuilding mixed with degeneracy. It basically taught you how to build the ideal aesthetic body so that you could be confident enough to have, women and like go pick up. It was just like a pickup artist mixed with bodybuilding kind of course. And I built that. And finally, oh my God, I'm ready to make sales, bro. I'm ready for my pockets to be filled with something other than bird shit. Nobody buys my course. Nobody buys the product. I send it, I upload it, I say, guys, please buy. Nobody, like it's on YouTube, nobody buys the course. And I continue being dead broke until the channel had to be shut down. I had to, work on myself. I had to do a bunch of other things. And I remained dead broke. Around 1 year later, I'm about to hit 6 figures as a teen. I'm 19 years old, bro. I'm 19 years old and I'm about to hit 6 figures. I don't even know if I already hit it. I don't really check anymore at this point because I don't really need to. And all of this came from learning sales. It came from purely just selling. So let's talk about selling. In this video, I'm going to talk to you about one-to-many selling, which is you being the leader or like the position of authority and selling to many. We're not going to talk about one-to-one selling because I personally think one-to-many selling is a lot better. It's a lot nicer. It's a lot easier. And it's a lot more time, it's a lot more bang for your buck, and your buck in this case is time. It's like you have much more freedom, right? So we're going to talk about one-to-many selling, and let me know in the comments if you want like one-to-one selling, but right now we're going to be talking about one-to-many selling. The sales tactics, not even tactics, the knowledge I'm about to bestow upon you will make you so proficient at selling that you could literally sell not even just a regular tampon, but a used tampon to a man. The sales tactics, the sales techniques, the sales knowledge that I'm about to bestow upon you will be so good that you could sell steak to a vegan. First, you want to know what to sell based upon your education and your experience and what you're good and proficient at. So my first product ever was the Spartan Body Course. I was good at the gym. I had a nice physique because I built it through hard work, effort, and determination. And I was good at sleeping with women and picking them up, as degenerate as it sounds. This was uni days, right? So I combined them both into a product and I sold it. And there was a lot of knowledge. Well, it wasn't fully complete because I had it in like a half pre-order stage. But there was a lot of knowledge in there. There was a lot of good stuff in there. Very degenerate, but it worked. Having the education and the skill and the proficiency and knowing how to build the product isn't enough because obviously I made no sales and I stayed broke. But decide first, what do you want to sell? If you've been editing videos, perhaps you could sell an editing course. If you're a trader and you trade on the Forex market, perhaps you could sell that. If you like sewing clothes, perhaps you could sell a product on sewing. Perhaps you could sell the clothes themselves. Perhaps you could sell a whatever it is. Something you have experience and education with and something that you like. Make sure there's something that you like, because if you don't like what you're selling, trust me, this whole business model will crash upon your head very soon. So learn what you want to sell based upon your life, your education, your skill, your proficiency, and your knowledge. Next, identify who you want to sell to. Now, the title was kind of a funny joke. Obviously, you won't really be able to sell a used tampon to men. Well, actually, no. Nowadays, unfortunately, you can sell used tampons to men, and they'll use it for very disgusting purposes. That's unfortunate. You generally can't sell used tampons to men, and you generally won't be able to sell steaks to a vegan. So, what do? You find your target audience, your target market, and you find where they reside. Let's say you want to sell a video game developing course. Where do you find these people? On the internet. Video game developers, you find them on like the Reddit subreddit for video game developing, you find them on like deep Facebook groups, these things. But the best place to find them is YouTube, because everybody from all corners of the world and all skills, they all like YouTube. The rise of YouTube and social media helped and destroyed many lives, but in this case it will help us as entrepreneurs, as sellers, because everybody comes to YouTube. Everybody, whether it's the vegan, whether it's the conservative, whether it's fucking the terror, whoever it is, like everyone in the world comes from YouTube, from Afghanistan to fucking to Zimbabwe to like the African, bro, even like African villagers hop on YouTube sometimes. The whole world is on YouTube. It's a billion, over 3 billion people use it, I think, or 2 billion. A huge amount of people use it, right? So your market is colossal here, and you can filter out who you want. So the first thing you want to do is you find your target audience, and to find them, you hop on YouTube, you hop on a social media app, and to pull them out of their zone, you start uploading content, or simply any form of like, it could even be on Twitter, right? Just upload like tips and tricks, and you give them pieces of your knowledge and education and tips and tricks, like what I do, right? I give you right now, I'm giving you sales tactics, and not even tactics, but just tips and knowledge on how to make sales. And other times I give you bodybuilding tips because I lift and have a nice physique. Sometimes I give you like money tips and general life tips and mindfulness tips and food tips and diet tips and bulking tips and women tips, like all these things, right? Sometimes I give you those, and sometimes it's this. What you want to do is you just spread your education onto these platforms. And let's say you're the video game developer guy. Your video titles will be something along the lines of how to manipulate C++ JavaScript, or how to learn C coding, or how to create a new string of arrays in C or Python, whatever it is, whatever your coding language is. It wouldn't make sense for me to start selling feminist books because I don't want to, and I don't know shit about feminist books. So it would make zero sense. You are educated in whatever you are educated in. You find your people, and you find them and you pull them and you magnetize them by uploading content. Remember, you want to be a magnet to those people. Spawn yourself in on YouTube or whatever platform and magnetize these people. This is what we call magnetizing them and increasing traffic through personal brand. You are the magnet here, right? Your traffic is the people who come to you, and you are the personal brand. This is how you find traffic in the modern age. There's no other way to find traffic other than personal brand and uploading content on social media. What the fuck are you gonna do? Knock on doors and say, "Hey, you have a C plus developer inside your room?" That's stupid. The way to attract people is through the personal brand model. They come to you on the internet. The internet is a great thing, right? Some may argue it is, and some may argue it isn't. Pros and cons, right? In case of selling and entrepreneurship, it was one of the best things that ever existed for us. I don't knock on people's doors saying, "Hey, bro, do you want to make money?" I don't do that. I do that here. People come to me for my advice, for who I am, for my personal brand. Now, you might ask me, what are the benefits of, starting this personal brand? It builds likability, trust, and rapport. So people say you have to build rapport. You have to build rapport. When you're selling, bro, I'm building rapport with you right now. You know me, you know my story, you like me, you know I'm a trustworthy person, you know I'm not a dickhead. I'm building rapport with you, you're building rapport with me, we like each other. You like me, you trust me, and that's why you're still watching. What, 6, 7, 8, 9, I don't know how many minutes into the video. You're still watching because you like me, you have trust in me, and we are building rapport, right? The thing is, this can be taken so high that if I sold my poo right now, I always say this analogy, right? With the personal brand is very powerful, because if I sold my literal feces and I put it into a plastic bag, someone would buy because they find that as valuable. They find Ali's poo as valuable. Whether this be for collection purposes or for other weird purposes, the fact that I'm on the internet and I have a large following makes people want products that come from me. Another thing you want to do is be able to tell good stories. Tell good stories. I've made many storytelling tip videos like powerlifting or speaking skills. I've made many videos on those. Look into those because storytelling is one of the most important tips that I've ever come across. Once I got good at storytelling, bro, my entire life changed. Listen to your audience. Listen to your audience, but don't be swayed by your true goal, right? Don't be, there has to be a balance of listening to your audience and staying focused and staying true to your goal. By listening to your audience, I mean take criticism. Don't put your ego above your, your business. If you put ego above your business, you're cooked. You're genuinely cooked. If you're trying to make a sale and he says something that enrages you, relax. Relax. Stay stoic, stay meditative, stay mindful of the situation, and don't let your ego get above you. Next, calls to action. When you're making the video or when you're uploading whatever it is, this is how you take people to the product that you're selling. Let's say it's on a landing page, it's on a website. Click. Call to action. Click. Call to action means you're telling the guy, okay guys, click the link in the description or click this link right now. Like it's a call to action, like do this right now. For example, I'll give you a call to action right now. If you want to join a group of over 10,000 men filled with people just like you are on self-improvement who stay away from the modern garbages and from the garbage that was just fed upon us, people who strive for the best, then click the Discord link in the description below. That's a sign or that's an example of a call to action. You want to have a lot of those in your business. Click this, click this, click this, do this, do this. You are telling and directing your people to do this. Click the link in the description for my product where I teach you this. That's a call to action. Make your offer irresistible. Make your offer irresistible means you add things to it. Let's say you are selling an ebook. I'm selling you the ebook along with 2 PDFs, along with 3 guidance plans, along with a follow-up coaching session. Along with this, you add these bonuses that you were gonna add in the first place anyway, but you make it seem like these are extras. This makes your offer irresistible. You are battling and competing against the guy who just is selling the ebook. You are selling the ebook, your coaching services, the extra guidance plans, the extra PDFs, the extra like badge or whatever, or this like the extra whatever it is. You are selling extra things. This makes your offer irresistible. You are going to dominate this guy. To put it simple and frankly, this guy will get destroyed and his business will do shit compared to yours. Innovate, adapt, overcome. Another thing or sales tactic you want to do is something called twisting the knife. Let's say you're selling a car to someone, right? And some people may think this is a bad sales tactic. Some people may think this is a good sales tactic. I personally think it's okay. It's just another one of the tactics. Twisting the knife means you show them their pain point. For example, a guy doesn't have a car, or he doesn't have insurance, or he's broke. You remind him that you don't have a car and that guy who has a car. You remind him that you don't have insurance, and if you crash your car, you're cooked. And this guy has insurance. You remind this guy that you are broke and people still will not respect you if you're broke. Basically, you amplify their pain point. You amplify the point that causes them pain. To put it simple. Whatever they're missing, you show them, bro, you're missing this and it sucks even. It's worse than you imagine. You convince them that it's worse than they even think it is. This makes them want to buy from you. This makes them want to fix their problem fast. If it's a guy who wants to get into the gym, you can say, bro, you're fat. You're gonna die at this age. You're gonna like have these problems. This will happen. This has happened. This is bad. This is bad. This is bad. And of course, never lie to these people. You're just highlighting the problems that come with their current pain point. Like they have a knife inside of them, twist it. So now they actually want to get rid of it. So it hurts more, but it like they want to get rid of it. I actually think this is a good thing to do, to be honest. A sense of urgency. You can add a sense of urgency to your product, which means, say, for example, you're selling an ebook. If you buy it today in the next 24 hours, I'll give you another extra free ebook. And you tell them, I'll only give it to you within these 24 hours. So if you want that extra thing, buy now. Or you say, yeah, the price of the ebook will increase, or say, like, we're running out of stock, we only have this amount left. Basically, you get creative with this, right? Make them have this sense of urgency that, okay, I want to buy now before X happens. What is X? You decide with your product. Okay, you decide with your product what X is. You decide if you want to, make them buy fast. You decide. You're the one who's selling. You make them want to have this sense of urgency, this light, this fire under their ass to buy now. If you don't buy now, something bad will happen. So buy now. Do you understand? Good. Don't be a monkey. Another thing you must do is never have anything less than a sense of supreme confidence in your product, because people will feel it. And I'll ask you this: why even sell something that you're not confident in the first place? Every product I've sold, I've had supreme confidence in that it will achieve the results that my customers desire or that my clients desire. The more you have confidence in your product, the more people will be able to tell and smell it off of you. You are confident in your product, you are confident in what you believe in, and you are confident that this product will definitely achieve the results they desire. So do not have this, yeah, it might work for you. No, have supreme confidence. I know my products work for you. I know my videos do well for you. I know they change your life, and I know I've saved many lives. Be confident in your products. And this is one of the most important things. Never ever sell a product for cheap. If you sell cheap products, you are genuinely stupid. You're stupid. Do never sell cheap products. Number one, because you get shit customers who complain, and they're just basically brain dead people. No offense or anything. Well, that is pretty offensive, but people I've seen, when you sell lower ticket products, they tend to be more irritable customers. People who try and hold their money super close to them as a sense of scarcity. You don't really want to sell to them. It's not nice to sell to these people, because they'll just like keep nagging you and saying, but what about this and this and this and this and this? And you might say it's your job as an entrepreneur and business owner to help these people, but and you're right, it is your job to help these people, but do you really want to make life harder on yourself? Simply price these products out of these people's price range. And how do you do this? Well, you make the product better and better and better and better so that it is as valuable as that price. Never ever sell cheap. Another reason is the perceived value that people see. When someone sees something expensive, bro, they know it's valuable. When someone sees even if your $50 product is so good, if you bumped it up to 5,000 and it's the same product, people will think it's much better, and they'll actually achieve better results with it. This is some psychological shit. Because they spent more, they believe it's better, and because they spent more, they will want to spend more time on that same product because it took more money out of them, and now they're dedicated. Psychology goes very deep, bro, and this is just a small, tiny piece of the whole world of sales. Let me know if you enjoyed this one, brother. Wish not for a lighter load, but for a stronger back.